Well, hello, YouTube. John Reina Martin is back here with a long overdue video, and I think long overdue. We're talking like a year plus at this stage of the game. Uh, the technology that I have is the same, so it'll be my typical old school video, but wanted to at least update you guys as like I said, it's been over a year. A lot of collection editions, some big ones, a lot of changes in the room that we'll go through, but try to keep it short as usual. Uh, I know there's been a lot of things going on out there in that YouTube community, which I have not been a part of. To be honest with you, I haven't watched too many videos lately. I'm just busy. I've got, it's almost an 8-year-old and a soon-to-be 3-year-old, and monopolizing my time with work. So I don't really have much time to post. We do post on Instagram every so often, but just not enough time in the day. Looking ahead, I know some of you have seen the GOAT case here, which blends from Michael Jordan to Tom Brady, Muhammad Ali, Babe Ruth, Wayne Gretzky, Jack Nicklaus, Andre Agassi, and Hulk Hogan. Again, you could debate those all day long, I'm sure. And then in the case here, there hasn't been too many changes, but there has been some. I've added a few big ones as far as inscriptions. Added a Mantle Hall of Fame 74, single sign Hank Greenberg, single sign Earl Averill, and then Willie Mays with 660 home run inscriptions. I don't know down here if you saw the single sign Pie Trainer. I can't recall if you saw the Dizzy Dean. There's a few others up here. Vin Scully, Mel Allen, Bob Uecker, rest in peace, and Harry Carey. Oh my goodness. And I'm not too sure here if there's been any additions with the Musial Stat Ball, Bly 11, Morgan, Door, all stat balls there. Definitely some changes over here in this case here. This turned out to be a nice little investment here, the Ohtani ball. Nice Juan Soto World Series stats. And then looking over here, I want to say what's new here. So we have, let's see, a Pete Rose stat ball, Scott Rowland Hall of Fame stat ball, Todd Helton. Let's see down here, Mark Teixeira stat ball. Then we have the Adam Wainwright and Yadier Molina. It's a 328 battery starts ball. We have the Freddie Freeman, and that's the World Series MVP. There's the inscription down there. Sorry if you can't see it. We have Adrian Beltre, another ball over here. Trying to get that clear so you guys can see it. 5-time Gold Glove. Really nice ball. And then back here, a lot of updated ones. Nolan Ryan. Let's see, Jared Duran All-Star Game MVP, and the way back there in the middle. So if you see in the middle back there, my finger's going, if we can find my finger, there it is, right there. That's a Joe Mauer stat ball, if you can see that. Then as we back up here, I've added a new display. So this new display case here is allowed me a lot more room. And it's allowed not only a lot more room, it's allowing me for more baseballs, which has been cool. So I took out the desk and added in this display. So let's get into what's in the display. And let me open the doors here. I probably should have done that before I started the video. So if everyone's sick and nauseous at this stage of the game, I do apologize. But looking here, like, I'm big into story theme balls, stat balls. So having something like this was really cool. So just going through here in the back. So from here, Edgar Martinez, the doubler, all right, back in 95. We have Jack Clark, full story theme ball. We have, as a Sox fan, this pains me, Aaron Boone's big home run off Wakefield in 2003. That sent them into the World Series. Moises Alou, the Bartman game, for those of you that remember. Let me see, man. Come on, we're going to focus here. And we have everything from Chris Chambers. We have Joe Castiglione. We have King Felix. We have Will the Thrill Clark, Lynn Barker, Reggie Jackson World Series stat ball, Nomar Garcia Pera, Joe Carter. I actually picked this one up here. It's a nice Joe DiMaggio with a Hall of Fame inscription there. We have in the back there Carlton Fisk, Danny McLean, Mark McGuire. I really like this one because Mark McGuire was just great during my day, and that's his big 70th home run stat ball. We have a nice Roger Clemens with Rich Gedman during his 20K strikeout game, which was back in '86. Jim Abbott, no-hitter stat ball. Mark Langston. We have Doc Gooden, Billy Wagner, an Ichiro stat ball. And that Ichiro stat ball, if you tilt it to the side, has all of his stats there, which is nice. And then a Jake Peavy stat ball, just various stat balls. Looking down here, just a variety from Peter Gammons, Dante Bichette, Miguel Cabrera, Max Scherzer, Cowboy Joe West, the umpire, love him or hate him. A lot of these guys that my son and I have met at card shows, a lot of Red Sox folks. So from Mike Lowell, Johnny Gomes, Jake Peavy, John Farrell, Jackie Bradley Jr., Mitch Moreland, and some cool recent pickups over here. So not the George Brett Gossage Pine Tar game, but full name stat ball from Fred McGriff, Ichiro's recent signing for his Hall of Fame, Aaron Judge with the MVP 2024, Cal Ripken stat ball, and then back here, this is kind of cool. It's a Sylvester Stallone signed baseball, and it was painted right here. If you notice, it's a one-of-one custom paint job, Rambo style. So it was cool. This is straight from Fanatics. Of course, you pay a little extra coming from those guys, but it was still a cool piece. And then I have another little project that I'm doing down here. And this little project down here is the Seinfeld cast. So the core four in the back there, we have Julia Louis-Dreyfus, we have Jerry Seinfeld, we have Michael Richards, and none other Jason Alexander, George Costanza himself. We have Keith Hernandez and Jack McDowell. We have John O'Herlihy, who was Peterman, another Costanza ball with some stats on there. And then we have Larry Thomas, the Soup Nazi, no soup for you. So most of you have seen that Ricky Henderson base, and beneath it is a really, it's a nice inscription. I'm probably going to move some stuff, but it's Man of Steel down there. Rest in peace, Ricky Henderson, but he actually stopped signing those a long time ago, so it's a nice little piece to have. So looking at this, hopefully you guys aren't sick in the head after watching this video with my camera here, because I'm still not the best at videos, but want to lock that up. So as you can see, the room is different, but more or less the same with just some additions. Looking down throughout here, still got my boxing gloves, beefed up my humidor on the bottom there, with some nice Cabanos in there. Oh yeah, I did the Lego Titanic. Give me something else to do. I quit nicotine about 6 months ago, so still nicotine free, those darn Zyn pouches. But that was occupying my time, so I did the Titanic. And then, of course, as you see here, not much has changed. Still got the sock seats, still got the cards. And then I have a little more room up here now for some additional balls, too. So I've freed up some space. I've been really focusing on baseball autographs on balls. I know a lot of you guys do baseball cards, and I've really pretty much stopped doing baseball cards and focused primarily, as you can see, on balls. So again, I hope everyone's doing well out there. It's been a long time, that's for sure. So hope you enjoy these updates. Hope you enjoyed this new little display and some of the recent additions down in here. And of course, hopefully you enjoyed this display as well. One thing I'll leave you with is that if you're new and you're new to collecting, you got to start somewhere. And I found this picture of my collection back when I was 7 or 8 years old. So this is going back into the early 90s. I want to say 90, 91 is when it really started. And you got to start somewhere. And this was the picture of my collection when I first started. Had maybe about 5 or 6 baseballs and just a couple photos and a few cards. So from here, boom. you keep collecting, you invest, and now that my son's into it, as you've seen in a few previous videos, it's exciting to get him involved. And he always asks, "How come you have so much more than me?" And I always tell him, "Hey, well, you got to start somewhere," and that's where I started. So kind of cool to see. So I'll leave it to you guys now. I've seen some cool videos here and there, not as much as I said, but feel free to drop a comment. Let me know how you guys are doing, and hope all is well with everybody. Keep on collecting, and we'll talk to you guys hopefully soon. Bye now.